Time is moving faster, what we wasting for, no holding back. Got a lot to prove, I owe you that we all we got. I go out for my squad and I put...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wild card matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Jets going up against the Dolphins.
Larry, from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at the newly renovated and newly named Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Now let's go.
Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And tough starting field position here. And an alley to run. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Carr. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing his car on 3rd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Now Benjamin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. A carry heading left. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff as they run left side. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now here's a carry heading left. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
No, check, Patriot. No, check, Patriot.
On third down, it's Parks, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And this one is right through. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Jets set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Carr to throw on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And now here's a carry heading left. And some space here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Carr going to try and throw on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returning, it's Benjamin. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Dolphin football. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. As they run left side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It's a big play for the Dolphins here on third down. 43 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And now here's a carry heading left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And now here's a carry heading left. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. On third down, it's Parks, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it makes things a little more interesting now on 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing now is Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Carr. And he comes back with one complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 1st down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! All right, now, look at 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he's got room. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down at the 23. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Jets. Offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Let's go. Flex round.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Flex round. Here we go. Flex round. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
To throw on 3rd down. Baxter. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Sterling Shepard, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a handoff as they run left side. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Third down. That's Parks. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And now here's a carry heading left. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now they try the right side here. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And some room to roam now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Gets past one man. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. New York set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing on first down. Baxter. Looking middle, and that's complete. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Looking to throw. Baxter. It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Back now in Miami. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Baxter throwing the out route incomplete. It's Powers. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Baxter. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now a toss coming right side. It's Bradley. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here we go now. Blue, land it. Back to Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green. Over.
Now a handoff looking right. Spins away. Oh, now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Back to throw. Baxter to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
10 yards still left on second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Baxter. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
Now they try the right side here. A little 360. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And now here's a carry heading left. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock. That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And his kick is indeed good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to...
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jordan Willis. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. Baxter. And the pressure gets to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Baxter. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Into the 4th quarter now. The offense has got to feel like they've imposed their will and kind of taken the life out of the defense. And you can see it from the perspective of the guy carrying the football. Those holes have to look huge. Similar to a great hitter. Seeing a ball come into the plate and he's in the zone. The ball looks like a beach ball to him. He's just...
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they take a knee.
We got four.